Hey guys, Daz here. It's been a while. A minute, you'd say. Actually, it's nearly been 4 weeks since I last uploaded a video. So much for the weekly uploads. I'd just like to apologize because, sometimes life gets in the way. And that's okay. It was half term. Daughter was off, so it was daddy-daughter time. Done the garden, Celebrated Easter with some chocolate eggs. Thought I wasn't well then after half term. Nothing serious, but being a dad, it was my duty to look after her. Speaking of parenting, though, I tell you who ain't good parents: Shanny and Rev. It's all been going off in the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks. I've missed a lot. Rev having breakdowns over AI. Death threats. What else has happened? Just a lot of crap. Still blabbering on about foodie. The same crap. But hey, I'm here to cover it and put a spin on it. So enough of my babbling. We're going back a while now to the AI fight. Yes, AI is taking over Rev. At this point, I won't be surprised if he's putting his floppy in the hard drive of the computer, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's go.
Oh, okay. The link, will you? Wait, I'm gonna pin it. What I pin, that is the link to Jason's channel. He wants you to look over it because he has a lot of like AI stuff on it. And I know you're, gonna be doing that with your career.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to buckle in because Shanny has dropped that bomb of the AI. You get that? Because Rev's about to go on an absolute meltdown. Like, seriously, this video here today will prove anyone who doubted that they are terrible parents and that Rev is a child abuser. So let's get back into it. Let's go.
Ooh, William said, and you people were over here calling you abusers. Y'all ain't perfect, but you tried your best. They ain't known our situation. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Will, you're so sweet.
I want him to know.
You don't have to bring up that stuff.
Sorry, I'm already pausing the video and blabbering on, but yeah. Will in the chat, mind blowing, and defending him. I know he's her son, but defend her, but to defend him is unreal. Hopefully, the other child, when he's old enough, will come out and drag them both for everything they've done. I'm really hoping on that. Anyway, let's get back to it.
If you think it's possible, William.
Yeah, this is my son. AI stuff, what do you mean? You can explain it.
Yeah, I am just wondering if it's possible because you're smart enough. It has generated its own images and art. So I'm thinking my idea right now is maybe I wouldn't even have to sell it to anybody. I could make the movie myself.
William said, please don't tell me you're using AI generation.
Oh, yeah.
What's the problem with that?
Well, it's like creatively, I don't know, frowned upon by some people.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that I don't have the time to sit down and craft 2 screenplays.
Just to listen to this idiot. He hasn't got the time to do screenplays. What else is he doing apart from wiping Shani's ass and waiting on her hand and foot? You're just lazy, Rev. You're an absolute lazy POS. There's no excuse. You just thought, I'll make a quick buck out of AI, which, it's all right for using it for certain things here and there, but, you're putting, you're one of the reasons why artists are no longer needed these days. It's because you're putting all your time and effort into AI. Unreal. Anyway, let's see what else has got to be said.
I just don't have the time in the day to do that.
Yeah, you work.
Yeah, so I can't do that.
No.
And it did a phenomenal job. So why the hell would I not use it?
Okay, what's the problem with it, Will?
I thought he was pro AI. Like, I'm confused.
It's not a good option. AI steals from artists.
Yeah, but if you look at the stuff, this is original.
But
artwork.
isn't altering it like, okay? So isn't it altering like not stealing? It's like, okay, so how does that work exactly? If it like alters what the artist originally did.
It has generated stuff that's nowhere.
Is Will the one weirdo Von Helton said was cute? Yeah. And then he transformed into watermelon.
Yeah. Like steals from other people's work. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Okay, like
The unethical part is that the AI is trained using artwork that they didn't have consent to use.
will you show me? Okay, then people have to show me this type of fucking artwork. What this is plagiarized from what?
Listen to him. Listen to him. What's he remind you of? A little kid down a hissy fit. He is starting to get so wound up because Will has questioned him regarding AI. Rev, anyone could have done that picture. You swear down that no one could ever do such artwork. There is loads of real artists out there which can do 10 times better than that. Plus, it looks like the Terminator. It looks like it was ripped out of the Terminator. But no. Rev would disagree because what Rev thinks must go. And if you don't agree with that, well, you're a piece of shit. Anyway, back to it.
That's the
Terminator?
Are you kidding me? It doesn't look anything like Terminator.
I don't know. Will says it takes the stuff from actual artists doing work and brings out stuff copied from it. It is an original. Ah, okay. Pre-planned in one proof is the ability to upload art for free. Okay. Well, all it is concept art that you have.
Yeah, that's the point.
So
it's understood that this isn't a final version of anything that would come out of it. It's a beginning.
okay.
It's a first step towards visualizing everything that's in my book. And this thing does it phenomenally well. This fucking poster for the movie looks like somebody worked a year on this.
Yeah.
Wait, have you ever seen anything that looks like that on the internet?
Looks like it took a year by someone. Have you ever seen that on the internet? Anyone? Anyone? I have. I've seen much better on the internet. From actual artists and even AI. But no. Nothing is better than what Rev apparently made through AI because he gave the commands. Anyone could have done that, Rev. Anyone. AI is a simple tool to use, and you're acting like you're the only one that can use it to full effect. And because of this crappy little picture, which I couldn't really even see what was going on, you're having a hissy fit. You're having a hissy fit. You cannot take any valued criticism at all. Oh, God, you're just a child. You're just a child. You will always be a bloody child. gets worse from here on. It really does. So we're going to get back into it, and I'm going to let it run for a while.
Well, yeah, by other artists.
Not this, not my name with this.
No.
This is my story put into a movie poster.
Ruby says, Rev, don't, as an artist, I'm horribly offended. AI has taken money from me. It's not good.
Well,
Wow.
that's your problem. That's not my problem. If I can utilize... This is really crazy. ChatGPT is a tool that a lot of people use. Are you going to go and say that to Jamez? The guy that does the UFO videos and stuff? Or are you going to say, why are you using ChatGPT?
Will said, yeah, and that's the problem. There's no human input, no soul to it.
Did you hear that? Someone tells Rev that AI has taken money from them, basically, as an artist. Rev replies with, that's not my problem, that's a you problem, pretty much. What an absolute tool. What, you know, if that happened to him, he would be kicking up hell of a shitstorm. But doesn't care if it happens to anyone else. He really doesn't care. You know, that's the kind of person he is. Only thinks of himself. Oh, and that thing he calls a wife. Anyway, back to it.
I guided this thing
Why
through...
are you so angry?
Because this is the stupidest thing I ever heard. This is a good tool for creative people to use to generate stuff because nobody else will work.
Will said, I'm offended too. I'm an artist myself and I greatly dislike it.
Well, nothing here has been stolen from you because you draw cartoons. Nothing of in here looks like a cartoon. Literally, it looks like real people.
I know.
Whatever. I'll just make my million. That's all.
I don't see a problem using it for concept art and stuff. Just don't use it in the final product. Okay. Yeah. He just feels bad because he did put a lot of work into these images.
I put a lot of work into everything that I'll put with it. Mm-hmm. If I didn't put anything in, it wouldn't have generated anything.
Can you listen to this point that Will said? It takes away jobs. It takes away from artists the actual effort they put in. This is what it's about. It's about AI stealing other
Nobody
people's
would
jobs.
work on Tinto. Who the fuck would work on it? There was nobody contacting me for work to do with my book. It took away no jobs. And it outputs something completely unique. Totally and completely unique.
Maya said, I'm looking forward to Rev's project very, very much.
There's a lot to it, I could tell you that. But if it's going to be visualized and successfully put into a movie, I need to sell it.
Will said, you never know. You have to work to find people for that.
I did work to find people for that. No one wants to, unless they know the person or there's some kind of thing they already got in their mind for it. The only people that have read my book are hater assholes, pretty much. Fucking asshole people. I had a lot of friends that were into film, but they never wanted to take the time to work on anything.
Bud Dicker's saying, try to speak nicer to Will, please.
I'm not talking to Will. I'm not talking to anybody.
I keep telling you what Will's saying, and you're, like, yelling.
I'm talking to the open air. If I didn't do what I did, nothing would have happened with this project.
Tina Champa said, couldn't you have had Will do the art?
Oh, my God, no. No way. He's not...
What an absolute piece of shit. Will can only draw cartoons. So he's not a good artist, is he? Because he can draw cartoons. And whatever he draws is not as good as that AI. You are an absolute... how Shanny can sit there and just allow you to, say all this to her son. You're having a hissy fit because Will is right in what he's saying. And you don't like it. Will never be able to draw stuff like that because he can only draw cartoons. Would you let him work on it? No, pretty much, because you can only draw cartoons. Rev, you can't draw shit. You're useless. And you're making out as no one would work on your crappy little novel, which no one read, not even the trolls. It doesn't work like that. You got to reach out to people. They don't contact you. And if you really think you're making $1 million, you're having a laugh. No one's going to pick that crap up. You're unreal, mate. Unreal. I just can't with you. Anyway, back to it.
I've never seen him draw a human, and he said he has.
He can draw human.
He said he has problems drawing humans.
What?
I needed ultra realistic artwork.
I get you.
He can't draw that. He can't draw that. Okay, I could give you an example, and if he could draw something like that, maybe he could work on it.
Will's like, I'm sorry, but you're kind of like targeting me. It seems like you're making
not
up
targeting.
excuses.
I'm telling you that AI is not a violation of anybody, and it does not take jobs away. I didn't. With my project, I took no jobs away because I wasn't having anybody saying, "Hey, could I do some artwork for your project, Tento?" It hasn't taken a single job away. So I'm done. That's all. I'm not saying anything else. I'll just make the $1 million and then you can inherit it.
There you go.
Now we're not going to talk about my project anymore.
Yeah, Will doesn't like AI. It's taking jobs away.
I thought he said he wanted to work with AI. So whatever.
Well,
I'm just done. I'm done. I'm not going to talk about the project
Okay,
anymore.
so how do you work with AI in regards to art?
A lot of artists are just jealous because it makes things that look better than they can do.
It might be.
That's jealousy.
Yes, it has. So many corporations have fired people for the sake of using AI. Wow.
I don't care. I'm using it for my own personal project, and if somebody wants
Will said I never said that. That's a complete lie. Well, you said you would work with AI.
Yeah, you did.
Never mind.
We're gonna drop all of this. I didn't know that this would.
I don't want to argue with you, honey.
Yeah, I don't want to bring. I had no idea that this would happen. Bringing this up.
Okay, Will said AI is fine on its own. It's generative AI that takes from other people's art. That is the problem. Ah. Okay. So. Okay, you never said you would work with AI. Okay, I get it. But
He want to go to college for it.
he wants.
Whatever.
I don't like generative AI. That's the end of it. There you go. And Jason finds it a necessity
No.
for his project.
No. I started this project because of AI.
Now, corn chowder, now you're thinking AI is making a list, listening to us, plotting and lying in wait for the takeover. Exactly. Chow Chowder knows. AI is great for brainstorming. I've never really used it that much other than answering questions. Show. I don't know. I would rather have a crap artist doing my concept art than use art generated by a bot. Support human artists, amen. Oh wow, that's where artists are going now.
They can have that attitude. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not an artist.
This is fascinating.
Don't know any artists that are capable of doing what I needed, and I used it, and it was a phenomenal idea to use it.
No, cartoon artists are artists, yeah. I agree. Thank you, Angels, Tiny, Tales of Terror, for that. Nah, William's an amazing artist.
Yeah, he's good at a certain type of art.
He's an amazing artist. He's getting paid for it too. So stick figures over fakery. Oh wow. Yes, crowns in the chat for Will. I agree. The true king, King Will. Yes. Ta-da! I can't even draw a stick figure, so mad respect, laugh out loud. Look, aside from this conversation in general, I do not like the fact you lied about me saying positive things about AI when I have stated I disliked it for a while now. Maybe not much to you two, but okay. No, Will, you said...
Let's drop it, please. I obviously had the idea in my mind that he was okay with using it. Obviously, he's not, so we're going to move on.
No.
Let's drop it now.
No.
Let's go to Foodie Beauty.
I think it's probably because... I don't want to talk for you.
No.
Why do you dislike AI so much?
Because it steals from people's work. In his opinion, there is absolutely nothing that looks like that's been created on the internet. But it steals from people's work and whatever other thing, purist bullshit. I don't know any artists, and it turned out to be a great artist. AI.
AI took $15,000 commission from me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ruby.
Yeah, be angry about that. That's fine. That's
yeah,
gonna happen, though.
Fuck AI. I'm Sarah Connor, so...
You can say fuck it all you want as you make the money from it.
She looks like she's lost a ton of weight.
What?
Then why is she saying she's 375 when for the longest time she said she was 366? Okay. Whatever you say.
I really can't get over how butthurt this little bitch is. He is an absolute crybaby. I can just picture him sitting there with his arms folded, face down to his ass like a spoiled little rich kid. It's, AI. He is getting so worked up because he got called out. He's just such a crybaby. And Shanny instigated this whole thing by just reading out aloud, knowing full well it would make him kick off. The guy is a waste of space. And it always will be.
Was in 2005. I was living with Pete in our 2-bedroom apartment in Cornwall, and out of nowhere, I just, I have to...
The boys were not taken away 6 to 5 times. That is a lie. That is a lie. Will, Jason, can you please give Will an apology for the tone in your voice?
Oh my god, no. I didn't say anything bad.
Oh god.
I wasn't talking to him.
Yes, you were, because
No,
I
I
was
wasn't.
keep saying what Will was saying, and you were arguing with him.
And all of it was his opinion.
So you were arguing with him?
No, I wasn't arguing with him. I was saying my view on it. I said my view, and he was pro-AI. He used to be. If he isn't now, that's his choice. Fine. I will not talk to him about this project anymore, and he doesn't have to click on the page or anything. You could unpin that if you want. I am going to use AI exactly how it's worked for me, and it continues to work for me very well to build a universe.
Okay.
That's the end of the story.
You know what? I'm gonna give mods to William.
Yeah, he should have mods if he's going to be in here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There you go, William. You're a mod now. Is that really Will?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So let me get this straight. They've been arguing for like near enough 20 minutes, and eventually, like, is that really Will? After giving him a mod as well. These people are an absolute joke. Of course, it's your son. You should know this. You should know it.
Why wouldn't it be? Because you said in the message, you know, you gave him the link.
Holy shit.
Diesel engine.
Wow. Good for you. Proud of you, son. I'm proud of you. Wow. Wow. Good job, dude. I am proud of you for sticking up for yourself. But, why didn't I read what he said? Because someone may react very harshly to said thing.
He's a fucking kid. Do you think I care?
Well, do you know what William said? You need to apologize. Okay, can you listen?
No, I don't.
Instead of... Okay,
I haven't said anything.
can you not be defensive?
I haven't said anything wrong.
Well, William said if this is seriously how you still argue to people by making up BS, then I'm sorry. But I'm starting to lose a lot of respect for you.
He said he was
I do
wrong.
not like liars, regardless if you are my parent or not. Do not shove words into my
You
mouth.
said you would work with AI. End of story. You said it. You don't feel that way anymore,
Do you not? Okay.
so that's fine. Just drop it.
All right.
Drop it now.
I'm not doing anything.
We'll let him bitch then.
Oh, boo-hoo, Rev. Oh, grow up, you little bitch. Look at you. You're a grown-ass adult and you were kicking off, slamming things and hitting things because you're a tough guy. Because some stupid kid, as you say, put you in your place. You should apologize to him. You should. You should apologize to both the kids for a lot of things. You are an absolute scumbag. And anyone who's ever doubted that he abused a child, just look at this. And this is on camera. So imagine what it was like off camera. He is a little crybaby bitch who needs to grow up and pull his thumb out his mouth. And Shanny, you're just as bad for starting all this shit.
Because what was said was said.
Will you stop being...
You let your son get away with anything anyway. You would.
He's not doing
He's lying.
anything.
In the chat. He said he would work with AI in the past. And he was excited about it. So I don't give a shit what the kid says. He said that. If he wants to deny saying that now, he can. That's his business. I'm not arguing. Move on. Let's just do the foodie thing. Let's just move on.
Did you take your meds?
Yeah. There it is again.
Well, you seem to have a lot of anger.
I don't have any anger.
Then why are
None.
you sounding like
Because
this?
he's acting like a bitch. He said he would work
My-
with AI.
Don't call my son a
He's
bitch.
acting like a little bitch.
I'm Jason William Egroff.
He is. He is.
Yeah. There's only one bitch right now, and it isn't him.
No, because it's him. Fuck you, Shannon. He said it, and you know he said it.
You don't call my son a
He
bitch.
was a bitch. He's acting like a bitch.
No, you're acting like a bitch.
Yeah, because it's me. Fuck you, Shannon. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
You take his side if he killed someone.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
would, you
You're
would.
being rude.
I'm not being rude. I said my view on AI, and he said his.
You're being rude.
We're done. Have to apologize for nothing. I don't think so. Not anymore.
Yeah, if someone talked to you like that, you wouldn't like it.
Yeah, whatever. I wasn't talking to him.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I have one last statement on this, and then we move on. Okay? If the tone was however you want to feel the tone was,
You called him a bitch.
yeah, I did just now. Because he's acting like one. But anyway,
I disagree.
he is being a bitch.
Can you go away?
So we're done with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I need a break from you.
I'm gonna say that he said it to us in conversation that he would use AI, and he was enthusiastic about it. That obviously is no longer the case. So if there was a bad tone he felt or whatever, I apologize for that. But you did say it. Period. Now I'll go.
Trust
away.
me, I'm trying not to have him end up in the hospital.
Fuck you. People are assholes. Fuck all of you. The hospital. My ass. I'll leave.
God, he's an asshole. Wow. You can't apologize for calling my son a bitch.
I just apologized.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
That if that what you call an apology?
I already did.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was a shit apology.
I don't care.
What's up, Wookie? How are
I
you?
didn't even do anything wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing. I apologize for any bad tone I had. That I can say. I should never have a bad tone with anyone.
No. The story is like everything to you, and you're willing to insult people, call
No.
people names, and treat people like shit
No.
over your story.
My story wasn't
well, your
in my
story
head at
can
all.
go fuck itself if it's gonna cause you
My story
to treat
didn't
people
do
like
anything.
shit.
My story didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, it obviously has.
Somebody is dishonest. And you know you heard him say he'd use AI. You know.
Will said, "You're missing the point. It's a fact you're completely ignorant to any form of criticism and would rather lie to my face."
I don't care about your criticism. I was asking you if you maybe would want to have a part in what I'm creating. That was the only thing I said. I wouldn't want you to be a part of it now, to be honest. So forget it. Let's just move on. We were supposed to be watching Foodie Beauty anyway. That's what we were supposed to be doing.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to bring up your fucking story again.
Yeah, for my
now-
son that I thought was pro creating with AI, which he's not. I didn't know that. He said he was.
I agree with that, Andy. There's no reason to get so hostile over the difference of an opinion.
I didn't get hostile. I gave my opinion, period.
Yeah.
I gave my opinion. I don't know anybody that could draw realistically like that. No one.
No, that's really... Will said, "Why would I want to be part of a project where you'd rather rely on AI than using the hard work of actual artists?"
Yeah, good. I don't care. I don't want you a part of it, so forget it.
I don't want to be a part of it either.
Yeah, well then I will not give you or him any money from it. So there you go. This is good. We're getting sorted out things out here that I didn't even know about.
So Rev's opinion is to call Will a bitch. Wow. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he is a bitch. He's acting.
No,
like
he's
a
not
bitch.
a bitch.
He's
Stop calling
acting
my
like-
son
He's
a
acting
bitch.
like a bitch.
No, you're acting like a
You
bitch.
can fuck yourself, Shannon.
I
And
will
don't wanna-
fuck myself rather than
Yeah,
you
I don't
for
wanna
calling
have
my son a
anything to-
bitch.
I don't want to have anything to do with your show anymore.
Well, good. I don't want you to do anything of it if this is how you treat people who come on here. Especially my son. Why did you do that?
Because he's acting like a bitch.
No, you're acting like a bitch. Grow a pair, Jason.
I'm no longer being a part of your show. So
Good.
now you can have him as your co-host.
Will said, "Then find some. It's not that difficult, Dad. I have an entire team with me working on entire games. If you can do that before I can turn 18, then you can find someone to help you."
Wow. Wow. Ungrateful piece of shit kid. Which I took in at 9. All because he didn't agree with you on AI. I'm going to leave it on that because Shanny starts wailing. And, you know, it's all about her then. Oh, look what I got to go through. Shanny, you chose this dickhead over your kids. And you've let him call your oldest son a little bitch, a liar, and more, because his little feelings are hurt about his AI book. Rev, your AI book will never take off. Your actual novel is a pile of shit. It's a waste of a tree. And it's never going to get picked up by Netflix or other Amazon or whatever. You're having a laugh. The poor pair of you are absolutely disgusting. The things being said. And Shanny, you're not a victim. You were making it even worse by carrying on what Will was saying. You're not his dad, Rev. You never will be. You're just a little scumbag who thinks he's tough online. You will never change. And after all this, I'm sure later on in the evening, it was all back to normal, like nothing ever happened. One day that kid's going to turn up at that door. I'm going to put Rev straight, and I'm all for it. Anyway, that is all. Thank you for taking time out to watch this very long video today. I do apologize again for not being around every week like I said it would, but, you know, life gets in the way sometimes. But I'm going to try and get back to regular scheduling, which is weekly uploads. So if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe and all that. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.